Alright everybody, time to battle some in High Masters. Let's go. Alright, so we got a pretty nice opening hand. I don't think we need the second Elise, and I'm not a big fan of Doom Beast in the opening hand either. Not a great 3-drop, doesn't curve well. Not the hottest redraw, but we have a good 1 into a good 2, so that's the most important part. Depending on what the opponent does here, we play Pet or Saboteur. If the opponent does nothing, I think we can play Saboteur. The thing is, in this matchup, we might have to open attack for 3 here. Because if he doesn't have Solari Soldier, unless he redraw everything, which unfortunately you can't see that well in Runeterra from what I noticed, he would at least keep something like a Shield Bearer. So that would completely ruin our attack, so I think open attacking for 3 here is probably our best bet. Like, technically we could play Elise and then attack and deal an extra damage by losing our Elise, but I'm not sure that's that good of a trade-off. Still not 100% sure in these spots what is ideal, because certainly like card economy wise it is better to just open attack, but damage wise obviously it is much better. And yeah, he had the Shield Bearer, so unless we want to throw away an Elise to deal an extra damage, it was probably a good choice. And the thing is, like, now the next time this blocks, it has to actually trade with whatever it blocks, which is much better.
My faith protects me. Who's my favorite? It is you. Yes.
Yep, we'll just take that, and I guess we'll just drain for 1. Use our mana, maybe get a play for next turn. That's pretty nice. Makes combat notably easier. That's a bit unfortunate, but not much we can do about that. That's actually a pretty nice play here. Means we can't play a Cascade, but that's not too big of a deal. Although he could just have Grizzled Ranger here and then it's annoying again. But I guess this way we get like 4 damage in. And get rid of the Ranger, so we don't need to like take a lot of damage next turn or block Ranger to enable Guardian. Almost inclined to copy Guardian here, but I don't think that's actually within what we're planning to do. Maybe Skidder might be worthwhile. Yeah, I think copying Skidder here is not bad, given that we mostly facing stuff that Skidder keeps down. That's solid. This way we can even like drain this. Or do we even need to do that? Don't think we do. I think we rather like get every damage on the opponent that we can. This matchup is probably among the roughest matchups that I can think of. And something I would ban in a tournament if I would have this in my lineup.
You trespass on sacred lands, unbeliever. You know not the
That's a pretty good roll though. Kinda weird that this didn't attack. Like, us blocking this and trading would be pretty good for him, if you ask me, so... Oh well. And yeah, we should get some solid damage in here between these two, and then have this to maybe finish him. Problem is, the deck, he might have like a Guardian post combat, and he might also, yeah, just have a star shaping. There's just so much he can have, but we'll see. I have a lot of damage here though. And he has like no blocks right now. He might have to like play his Guardian pre-combat to not die, which would be kind of funny. Yep, seems like the opponent is in a rough spot here. Because we even like almost deal lethal through a star shaping, like one off, but we have the fake cascade, so I think we might have him.
How you doing?
Yep. Impressive. Yeah, I mean, the deck has a lot of raw power, and sometimes you just get them, and you gotta play around the Guardian as much as you can, and then you can just swarm them. And the fading memories on the Skidra paid the dividends that I was hoping. I almost clicked through it, but then I was like, yeah, probably given our situation, and still having a fearsome spider, getting another Skidra might get us the damage we need, and it certainly did. So yeah, Skidra still does a lot of work, because a lot of the common units, like the average size units, are either not fearsome in the fearsome range at all, or they're like 3 attacks, so Skidra puts them out of fearsome range. There isn't a whole lot of 4 attack units, and there's only like a bunch of like more expensive 5+ attack units, so the majority of units in play usually is 3 or less. So yeah, Skidra hasn't been showing up that much for a while, but it sure does great work in this one, especially with Onlooker. But yeah, that was the first game, so let's move on to game number 2. Alright, we're up against our next opponent. This time it is Misfortune Gangplank, which usually means pirate aggro, so like lower curve, no Rex. Might actually keep the whole hand here, so we just kind of go pet into, I think probably into crazy turn 3, hopefully. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake now that I think about it. This deck plays Make It Rain, so we're probably gonna get owned like super hard. You don't want to like keep these hands against this deck. But now it's too late. That was quite the oversight while I was talking through. Like, in general, this is a really great hand and it's very explosive, but not against Make It Rain.
There's nothing to fear.
That's actually pretty nice. Let's see. Now you can play like Misfortune or Petty Officer. Or this, that's also fine. Either way, getting in for some nice damage. You're gonna lose Elise here, but I don't think that matters too much.
Explosives primed.
Nice thing is we can technically steal like a turn here from him. Which might be better than like Demolitionist stuff. Because of Make It Rain. So I think I like this. I think we do this and then play this. This kind of completely blanks his offense. Which was probably pretty good at like raising in an aggro mirror. Because otherwise we would take a lot of damage here, and if we play blockers we might risk getting blown out by like Make It Rain. Which really sucks. And yeah, we actually have a pretty good attack because he only has one blocker. Which we can even kill now. I think I'll take the risk and go for this.
Remember the objective.
Because it allows us to ping the one blocker he has. Oh wow, yeah. But he whiffed on the Skitterer at least, which is nice. And still means we get in for some decent damage here.
Done yet.
For the glory of Noxus.
Let's hope he doesn't have another Make It Rain. That would be very savage. I think I'm willing to attack with this as well, or do I? Probably not, just doesn't do anything. He'll just block this and we have 2/2/1s, but he has Make It Rain in his deck. Plus it enabled stuff like Onlooker next turn. Or we just win with this. Alright. Easy game, easy life. Deck still does a lot of work. Alright. And another quick victory. Alright, time for game number 3. We're cruising. Alright, this hand's pretty bad. I think we just mulligan everything. We got the same matchup again. Different guy though. Maybe we need to keep Onlooker. It might be like, I was contemplating this a bunch, but came to the conclusion that it's probably too greedy to not keep a 1-drop, even if it's Onlooker. Like, obviously you would prefer one of the other two, but I think Onlooker, especially with a tech token, is better than no 1-drop. So, Onlooker it is. Not the greatest hand. That's a very solid trade if he takes that. And if not, we deal the damage and then trade on the backswing, which was also good. Or even better, basically. Seems pretty questionable to not block there. Like, what's he gonna do? Try to make it rain on one unit before he attacks?
For the Empire.
I guess that's what he wants to do. Fair enough. I think there's actually not much we can do here.
Time to get rich.
This way we can at least technically play Demolitionist. But probably next turn. Probably just don't play anything here. Yeah, I guess this way we can like... Actually no, I think I like this the most. That's the, like one of the moments that I mentioned where like where like Fading Memories comes in handy. Sometimes it can be a bit awkward to sequence your stuff. That's pretty solid here. Pauses the trade with this. Just puts us in an okay position here. And then like aggro mirrors, you can nicely use your ephemeral units on defense to dissuade attacks, allowing you to basically trade them for real cards, because the opponent often can't afford to skip combat. And if they skip combat, it's even a bigger victory than trading them for real cards, probably. That's pretty nice. All lining up pretty well here. That's gonna be a big horsey. Yep, like I mentioned,
Reporting for duty.
Demolitionist attempting to trade for real units, which worked, and it's great. I think this is gonna be the play. I honestly think this might be a good play. Because chances are pretty high that he plays something that can block fearsome. Or if we play another like 1 health fearsome unit, we get mega drained. Both doesn't sound great. Guess we do this. I think we actually do this, because next turn we can do these two and get another Nightfall out of this. And Nightfall for this, so making this like a 6-5, so it can trade into check.
The doors.
This game doesn't look as good as the last one, but we might still get there, we'll see.
All hands on deck.
That's rough. But at least now we have the big horse, so if he attacks with this, we can potentially eat it. But yeah, it's looking a bit rough here. Okay, sure.
No use,
I think I might actually care enough to do this. Where we go to 3, that doesn't sound very good. That sounds bad. I think we just have to do this. Stalking Shadows into Doom Beast would be insane. That's not quite it.
Like a fish in water.
That might be our demise. But we'll do our best. Yep. We've done so. I mean, we have a few like backdoor outs to sort of not die, but it's unlikely. Guess all he needs is some extra damage. Yep, that's it. Oh well. Matchup is probably close enough that we can't expect to win it all the time. But we might have a slight advantage because of the fearsome and Skid Row early on. Although Make It Rain is really rough. Alright, so we're 2-1. Putting my overall record at 43 and 20. And yeah, let's play one more. Don't think we want to keep this. We have so many 2-drops that we don't need to keep 2-drops without a 1-drop. We're up against Endure. I still have no idea who talked these people into cutting in these. Makes no sense.
I have my orders.
Decent curve, but yeah, this is awkward against Aristocrat, obviously. But this is usually attacking really well in this matchup. So let's get it on. Guess we just attack with bows anyway. Not like this is gonna deal more than the 1 damage and eat half the Aristocrat, so might as well. All we can. But yeah, like, Like I said, matchups like these is where horror over Grenadier is shining.
Everyone's a garden.
Ooh, nice. Nice skitter return. Sure. We got another skitterer for you. The fearsome paying dividends again, hopefully. I might have like a race caller here. I guess he didn't hit that with the shadows, otherwise he would have played the ephemeral version. Or he just made a major mistake. Anyway, we're getting 7 damage in here. Which is pretty good. And we can go Horror Doom Beast next turn.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
They grow up so fast.
I mean, okay. I think I actually probably like draining this the most first. We could roll an elusive Nightfall unit, for example. That's unfortunate, but not much we can do. Keep this for Doom Beasts. That's nice. That should be a pretty strong turn, followed by Decimate Doom Beast type stuff.
When the sun goes down, we strike.
So I'll take 6, so I'll go into Decimate range. Maybe he'll even take 7, which means he's in Decimate range and can't heal out of it with Drain 1. If he doesn't want to trade with this. Oh, he's basically just dead. Ah, he's gonna go to 4, not to 3.
You won't stop us.
That's still fine. Magic to put the 2-4 attack units at the end. So at least can't block a 3 attack unit and survive. Yeah, now he's dead. And 3-1. Pretty good run. Like I said, deck's doing some pretty good work. The opponent is too well prepared with like a lot of like mini sweepers and life gain, then gets pretty rough, but other than that, so like Trundle, Azul, or War Mothers are probably rough. And probably like the Demacia Azul decks, basically like the decks with a lot of healing and anti-aggro stuff. But that's like 3 decks out of a lot of decks, and most of the other decks actually seem pretty great, like Endure, other aggro decks, Demacia aggro decks especially. These Targon, Lee Sin decks and all that stuff. So give it a try. It's pretty fast climbing, pretty reliable, and quite powerful, as you can see. Hope that helped you a bit to better understand how to pilot the deck and how it plays out. If you have any further questions, let me know. Also, you can join my Discord or hit me up on my stream. All the info can be found in the description down below. You can also find the sponsor link in the description. And yeah, if you enjoy the content and want to help me out, a great and easy and especially free way to do so is turn off your adblock while watching YouTube content. That is completely free and helps out all your favorite content creators that you watch on here, not just myself, and we all appreciate it. So yeah, and that's it again for today. You know the drill. On your way out, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'm your host ManuS. I'll see you next time.